people. I'm gonna be, bye.
Places, everybody ready to go. The show. Oh boy, the people are ready. The show's already started. The lights are on. Dr. Talstein, come on. You're doing stage right now.
Chico, is that you I had? Buddy, Bigfoot, where are you? Welcome to you all and thank you for coming to see me this afternoon. I'm Dr. Thylacine, curator of the Hall of Cryptids, the world's most famous cryptozoology museum, which you see behind us. I was going to introduce you to some of my cryptid friends, but I haven't seen a single one of them today. Have you?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I guess we must have just missed each other. I shouldn't be surprised, though. See, that's the thing about cryptids, you see. By definition, they are mysterious or hidden animals, if you like, masters of camouflage, and by nature, very shy. Well, there is one cryptid here I can introduce you to, and can you guess which one?
Yes.
That's right, me! I'm a cryptid, too! Yeah, as you probably guessed, I am, in fact, a thylacine, which, well, you know what a thylacine is, right? Of course. Well, I'm one. Behold! There. That's all you need to know, right? No, you mean you people don't have thylacines around these parts? Little joke there. Apparently littler than I originally expected. In any case, a thylacine is what's also commonly referred to as a Tasmanian wolf. The last of my brethren perished in 1936, so there aren't any more thylacines, right? You don't see any thylacines, do you?
No.
Well, besides me, that is. Of course not, no, but just because we're a bit shy, that doesn't make us extinct. Not completely. But you see, that's what cryptozoology is all about. Cryptozoology is the study of mystery animals, and cryptids are animals like myself, either officially extinct or animals questionably mythical, like Bigfoot or Yeti. The most well-known cryptid is, of course, Sasquatch himself. To be clear, Sasquatch is the American hairy giant, and the term Bigfoot could mean either Sasquatch or the Yeti. Credible sightings of this mysterious creature have been reported for generations from continents around the world. Now, one fascinating sighting happened in 1982 in a barn, not unlike this one, with the sort of stuff going on around here. Two farmers went to tend to the cows that they had done hundreds of times before, with no incident whatsoever. But this day would be quite different indeed. Yes? Come on, Jebba, time to check on them cows. These floor sunken chores ain't gonna get her done by themselves.
I ain't slacking, Bubba Fritz. It's just, this here's Halloween. It might still be daytime now, but dark comes fast in the forest. I don't want to be this far away from the homestead caught with my britches down.
I don't think you're using that term correctly, brother.
Well, according to idioms online, to be caught with your pants down, or in this case for the local vernacular, britches. It simply means to be caught unawares in a situation to which you are completely unable to respond or react. A predicament that I currently find myself in now, unfortunately, as I'm getting rather douche-bumpy and beginning to freeze up, all rigor mortis like, ew. I've got a bad feeling about that funky smell.
I get a bad feeling every time I have to rely on your sorry tail to get these darn swangle chores done. And I don't smell anything any worse than you. And believe you me, I know, okay, out here in these woods, believe you me, I know. The night holds mysteries and secrets that cannot be easily explained, even by an egghead like you. Hey, what? Wait a minute. What the hair swaller is that? Over by the feed bin.
Macabre.
That ain't our cousin Darth Tater, is it?
No, Garf's much gnarlier looking than that. Almost as hairy, though. Hey, wait. That ain't no man. Nothing like I never seen in all those long days. He's just a-sitting there, watching the cows. What do we do, brother?
Beats me. He ain't doing no harm, it seems. I'm confounded, to be frank.
What? I'm experienced. I've watched hundreds of hours of those searching for monsters, but they never seem to find anything type TV shows and such. I know exactly what to do.
I knew I could count on you, brother. Off to get help, I'm sure. You see what I got to work with. Where'd he go? Wow!
Well, hey, of course I wasn't causing any trouble. Me and the cows in Myers Farm like to get together from time to time and chat about all the latest forest gossip. And Halloween is the best time to trade our favorite spooky stories about the myths, mysteries, and legends of these very woods. Hey, I'm sorry I startled your friend. My name's Buddy. Me and my bovine friend here were just,
I'm confounded no longer. I'm with you, brother. As fast as you can and call the cops.
Call the cops? No way!
Why not?
I'd be too scared for the cops.
Oh, silly humans are always afraid of what they don't understand, I guess. It's a shame. I really wanted to see if I could lift that one up over my head, spin him around and throw him on top of a tree. Us Bigfoot love that game. Humans play toss a friend too, right? Anywho, they're probably simply afraid because of what they've been told. Ever since humans could communicate with some sort of language, stories were told of enchanted woods, much like these we're in together right now. These early folklores served as a way to warn others about real dangers. Information and wisdom were shared using oral traditions such as tales, proverbs, songs, and even my favorite, jokes. Of course, the tradition of storytelling was also much needed entertainment. They didn't have Netflix back then. Legends have been told that will stir your soul, full of all kinds of eerie monsters and dangerous beasts. Strange things that creep in the night and silently lurk in the deep, dark wilderness. The prickly and the sharp, the hairy, scratchy feeling on the back of your neck. The wet, oozy, and gross. The invisible, unstoppable, fear-inducing fright, knowing that you're always being watched. Ugh! The dreadful realization of the inevitable, that the monsters are real and they're all going to eat you. Oh, sorry. My apologies sincerely, but everybody deserves a good scare on Halloween.
Toss a friend does sound kind of fun. Daddy used to play a game with us that's very similar.
Okay then.
Well,
Happy Halloween, everybody!
yes, well, all good fun there. Less familiar than Sasquatch and the Yeti are the giant bird stories of North America. For centuries, Native Americans warned their children to behave and not to wander astray. And in the deep dark woods alone where ominous dangers awaited, like the flying heads that would swoop out of the misty trees on unsuspecting children. I scared myself a little bit. Author Mark Hall suggested these pre-Columbian boogeymen might have actually had giant owls as the source of these folk tales. In Point Pleasant, West Virginia, Mark Hall suggested that these seemingly extinct giant owls might have returned in 1966 in the form of the creature dubbed by the press as Mothman. On a cold night of November 15, 1966 in Point Pleasant, two young married couples drove to a secluded area by a very large empty shell of an old abandoned factory building. Their headlights illuminated a tall shadow with no discernible head before them, and from where the shoulders should have been a pair of glowing red eyes stared them down. Wisely, they decided to drive away, but at the top of the next hill, there was the figure again. This time it spread its wings and followed the car to the edge of town before veering away. But that was just the beginning. The very next night, Marcella Bennett decided to visit her family, who lived near the area of the sighting, thinking it might be fun to try to catch a glimpse of the winged creature herself. Little did she know she was going to get far more than she bargained for.
Like we told the sheriff's deputies later, we had stayed at my brother's house visiting for just over an hour before we decided to leave. I carried my daughter outside to the car, and just as I was reaching for the door handle, that's when I looked down and saw it. Oh, I dropped my baby. I was so scared. I saw the beak first and looked up. As it rose in front of me, it seemed to get taller, and it spread out its wings, and it definitely made me drop my baby. Ah!
Thankfully, Marcella was able to gather her senses and her baby by scooping the child off the ground and dashing inside. However, the creature attempted to follow her, bumping against the door and peering into the windows, but it soon flew off just before the sheriff's deputies arrived. Oh, goodness. Sounds like a familiar footstep. Who's... Oh! Why, Yukon! So nice of you to join us, my friends. This is Yukon, also known as the Beast of Partridge Creek. He's a ceratosaurus. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, Dr. Darcy, can I ask you something?
No, well, yes, of course. What's that, dear fella?
Well, sometimes I wonder, if cryptids are real, why don't we see them more often?
Well, there's an old riddle that states, what is the most clever of all animals? Does anyone know the answer?
No.
No, well, dolphins are smart, and dogs, yes, very clever. Personally, I like to think the Tasmanian wolf is rather clever, of course, but it's more of a riddle, you see. Let me go again. What is the most clever of all animals?
Well, what is it, Dr. Darcy? I think we all want to know, right?
Ah, yes. That which has never been seen by man. Yes. Sadly, once mankind figures out a particular animal tastes good with barbecue sauce or has us declared a national nuisance like my own unfortunate ancestors in Tasmania, well, it's all over. The media is merciless against our kind.
Barbecue sauce or the media? I don't like either of those choices. I better get out of here, Dr. Darcy. I gotta stay out of sight. Just to be safe. See ya!
Yes, so long. See you later, Yukon. Thankfully, our creator has provided protection for his creatures in a number of ways, but perhaps the most effective can be simply standing still. Especially when your fur, feathers, or Yukon's hide matches your surroundings. What's that? Pardon me, we have an issue backstage. Of course, I see. Oh dear. What? No, I don't. It's not in my contract. No, I don't. Well, oh dear. Well, we were about to ask for a volunteer at this point during our next presentation, but with safe social distancing and all that, apparently that's not an option. So I'm told. What? Go back. What? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's what. One got to. My friends, I have just been informed due to our shortage of actors during this social distance safety issue, it is with great aversion that I am told that I shall be playing the part of a little girl in our next rather reluctant reenactment. Excuse me, what's this? Oh, no. You can't be serious. What? You can forget the dress right now. Oh, very well. Very well. Just let me get this plastic thing off. Here am I, a little girl. The little girl on my way driving to school. I can't. Oh dear, something's wrong. They're laughing. I was afraid of this. Well, of course they couldn't take me seriously wearing this rubbish. Give me something else. Try something else. No, that. All right. Pass it through. Here am I, a little nihilist. This is a little girl on my way driving to school. Oh, no, not again. They're still not taking me seriously. You have to try in the fringe. Well, of course they didn't. You would believe me as a blonde. With my eyes. Take the silly thing away. Give me the other one. The other one. Well, yes, of course it'll have to do. It's the last one we've got. Yes, I know, everyone, but just bear with me with all this social distancing thing together. All right, my friends, here we go. Here am I, a little fantasy elf, that is a little girl, on my way driving to school. Well, I'm not driving, my mommy is driving. Ooh. So my mummy, that rather convincing cardboard cutout behind the driver's wheel. My mummy, I already said that part. Pay attention, will you? Oh, you get the picture. Oh, well, it's me, driving to school so early in the morning. Well, we're here at the stop sign. I might as well look around to see if there's anything interesting. Nope, nothing over here. Just a giant owl, 5 feet tall. What the heck? A 5-foot owl? Nearly as tall as I am. Mommy, can you believe that? Did you see that? It's a 5-foot owl. Mommy, what do you mean you're not even going to turn around? It's right there. Oh, you are the most insensitive cardboard cutout parents in the entire world. Oh, enough of this rubbish. You give me the idea of crying out loud. This is what I have to. Owls of any size are some of the most convincing camouflage artists in nature. They don't even need to change their feathers to remain unseen, like chameleons. All they have to do is remain perfectly still, like part of the tree bark that feathers resemble. So, I do hope you'll all respect the woods when you go out, mind your steps for more than mere walking sticks to protect themselves with a fine art of camouflage. You might be staring at cryptid straight in the face and not even know it. There. My goodness, I don't remember asking my stage hands to put this giant white dead tree prop back in place. Oh, it looks pretty heavy. I don't know if I can manage to budge it, but I'll give it a try. Oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us all. I do hope you enjoyed our little presentation. Hope you learned a bit about history and tricks and zoology. Check around the things on this after the show if you like selfies with some of the characters. And don't forget we have a modest gift shop at the back with souvenirs if you'd like to remember today's presentation. Myself, I'd like to forget it as soon as possible. But anyway.
Nice and tasty. I mean, nice.
No more children for supper.
Oh, just one. They're so delicious. I mean, cute looking. Cute.
One or two children, and we have no home visiting.
What? I could eat that guy, couldn't I? But you know, he does look kind of tasty, huh? Oh, sorry, doctor.
Come on, he's the last one. He's the last one.
Tastes like chicken. Oh, man. That one looks especially tasty.
I swear. No more children.
Just one child, please.
No.
Some
Trying
taste.
to, it's trying to eat you
No.
behind you.
I swear I wasn't right. I'm a friendly.
Stop that.